AITAH for publicly shaming my wife for falling for a romance scam. Posted in r/AITAH. Wife, 46F, and I, 54M, have been through some challenges. I had a serious health issues that took a few years to recover from, stress of work, aging in life leading to a flat marriage. We had been through many challenges in the past, but a significant shift started about 10 months ago. She began to simply not do any of her responsibilities, became secretive, changed passwords and codes, and although we never policed each other in 25 years, these were open email, phones, cards, etc. I never once opened the door to look, but we both knew the door was unlocked if wanted. Her arguing became more and more difficult to comprehend, irrational anger, and then if I responded she would secretly record me, edit out her instigation. She even shared videos to my daughter, 33F, and other friends. To give an example, she basically cut off all contact with my daughter when my daughter said, "I don't know, he sounds like he's the level-headed one in this, and you're being a bit irrational." She even tried multiple times to instigate a physical altercation. At no point, ever, not now and not ever, have I ever even considered raising a hand to her. It's actually inconceivable to me. I was well aware of the red flags: hiding, sneaking off, hiding her phone when I came in the room. Then small weird banking issues. 100 here, 100 there, then more. Like I say, I never policed her, I trusted her implicitly for over 2 decades. When I raised some questions about the banking, there were excuses, but then she started using her Visa rather than the account. I don't get her statements or open her mail. Anyways, how it ended up was she started pulling high-interest loans and washing through her Visa, to whatever end, and dumping the loan repayments onto the primary account. And they all hit like an avalanche. Then the account was locked because she tried a large transfer to a Bitcoin exchange, and the bank intervened. At this point I'm reeling from being hit by one bus after another, and I'm still the bad guy. I made her move to the country, not exactly, she actually found the place we bought 19 years ago and suggested it to me. I'm verbally abusive, I'll make no excuses, I said some mean stuff in the last while, I'm distant, etc. I move out to my office. It's a separate building with the agreement I could make food, coffee, use facilities as needed. I happen to be in the kitchen making coffee and her phone is sitting face up with case open on the counter. She has pathologically kept it hidden, controlled for months, so I'm somewhat surprised it's there, and as I'm pouring the coffee along, "I love you" message pops up on it. I snap a pic with my phone, look up the name and find the profile of a guy who lives near where she's been asking me to take out an equity loan so she could go back to school. A friend digs, I'm blocked by her on all social media platforms by this point, and she has squishy cooing posts going back months under his pictures. I confront her on this. First response is, "I've only been chatting a few days or week, and we are not together now and I can do what I want." I bring up the screenshots of the posts and it becomes, okay, maybe a month or so, but it was just harmless flirting. As I peel back layer after layer, it's well over 6 months. After putting it together, I ask outright, the Bitcoin thing, where did that come from? Him, and these ideas, him. On and on. But prior I blew it up. Online, with her family, mutual friends. A complete carpet bombing to see what rats scurried out of the rubble. A mutual friend, female, dug in fast and determined clearly it was a scammer/catfish/fake. She even found the sister of the real guy whose profile was stolen, and this is not the first time this happened. A week passes and she asks if I will come back into the house but says, "I don't know if I'm ready for a decision as to if we try to go forward." My response was, "You think this is all your decision? I wouldn't trust you with a stale loaf of bread, and there is no way I will lay in a bed as some placeholder while you online shop for my replacement next to me." She keeps saying it wasn't real, he wasn't real. But, the intention was, the damage was. That's real to me. The months of gaslighting and making me doubt my own sanity is real, the hurt and confusion was real. I even said, just be open with it all. Put it on the table. And she continued to lie about how long, as mentioned above, it was peeling back layers like an onion with a new layer hidden underneath, with each new revelation moving the start back further and further. She's still lying about things. Now I'm getting flack from some friends and local acquaintances that I was too harsh, too public, too mean about my response and how I demeaned and embarrassed her, and could have done it privately. Now I am the AH again, because I publicly shamed and demeaned her, and that I won't let it go. So, AITAH? Relevant comments. Commenter. Your wife was physically and psychologically abusive. She tried to frame you like an abuser. She had absolutely malicious intent for months. She tried to harm you financially. She recorded you and people say you went far? The real question is why you are still married. You should have divorced like yesterday. Commenter. NTA. She had an emotional affair. It was a one-sided emotional affair by proxy of being scammed like an idiot. But an emotional affair and betrayal nonetheless. Not to mention she flat out stole from you to spend on her fictitious AP. Commenter. You didn't demean her, you exposed the chaos she created. There's a difference. What are your thoughts, viewer? Please follow if you enjoyed. I never generate stories using AI, never have multiple parts.